guys, welcome back. Recently on Twitter, I asked you guys if you wanted to see a kind of get ready with me video using the new Too Faced Sweet Peach collection, and I also asked if you would prefer voiceover or more of like a chatty get ready with me, and chatty won hands down, so that is what I'm doing today. I realized I have a lot to kind of update you guys on and just talk to you guys about, so this video is probably going to be pretty long and just really like casual and laid back. I'm just gonna kind of chat with you guys while I do my makeup. I want to update you guys on like the puppy situation, talk about the trip we're going on next month, a bunch of stuff like that. As always though, all of the products I use will be linked in the description bar, but let's go ahead and get into it. So obviously I'm starting off my makeup like completely from scratch, but I'm going to start with the Stila One Step Corrector. I just recently got this and I've been testing it out a little bit. I haven't really tried it enough to really form an opinion on it yet. I like the consistency of it, but yeah, verdict is still out. I don't think this is actually like meant to be a primer, but I know a lot of people use it as a primer. And like I said, the consistency of it is really nice. Also, I thought I would try something a little bit new. I was looking for my Becca under eye corrector, but I can't find it. So I'm using this Lancome CC cushion. It's in the pinky peach shade, and I'm gonna try this under my eyes, and I'll probably apply it a little bit to the center of my face too. I haven't used this product that much, but I'm gonna try and press this on with the little sponge it comes with. For those of you who follow me on Twitter and Snapchat, you guys already know this, but immediately after Christmas, I went out to my family's place in the mountains. Like, we drove out right on Boxing Day and spent the entire week there, and it was just so nice to get a little bit of a break. Usually I still try and film when I'm out there, but I just decided to give myself a little bit of a breather. It's definitely very well needed. My mom actually got me and my brother a hot springs pass, like an annual pass, because I go to the Radium hot springs out there literally all the time, so that was a really nice gift. I think we went 5 times during the week. I'm just gonna apply this a little bit to the center of my face as well. I think it looks pretty good under my eyes. It's kind of patchy because it's hard to blend it out with this in such precise areas, but I think it'll work well underneath my concealer and everything is kind of a brightener. It was also my mom's birthday, and so we like took her out to dinner. I paid for her to get like a pedicure at her favorite spot out there with like her favorite girl who works there, so she really loved that. My mom was also obsessed with Audible, so I got her like an Audible gift card and she was really excited. But for foundation, I'm going to be using the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. I was thinking about this the other day. I don't think I've actually ever applied this in a video aside from when I did my first impressions on it, which is crazy because it's like my favorite foundation. Another video I really need to do is a post-Accutane update. I am officially a little over 2 months done now, and my skin is like completely oily again. It didn't take long at all for my skin to start getting oily, but this foundation is still doing pretty good even on oily skin. I just need like a little bit extra powder. But anyways, going back to the topic of Christmas, James's main big gift to us was actually a trip. We're going on a cruise like right away next month. Like, it's already less than a month away, which is crazy. I have been on a cruise before. I went on a cruise 6 years ago, so when I was 16 with my mom and my grandma, and we went to the Panama Canal, and it was really fun. You guys know though, I suffer from major motion sickness. Talked about that before on my channel. So this time I'm going to have to get one of those like neck patches. Like, I don't really know what they are or where to find them, but I remember seeing everyone on the cruise was wearing like a little white patch kind of behind their ear on their neck, and it's supposed to help with motion sickness. So if you guys know where I can find those, I'm assuming they're just like at the drugstore. I'm going to look into that for sure. It wasn't too bad on the cruise most days, but there was one at sea day where I got like really sick. So I definitely need to look into that and stock up on my Gravel. My mom was like, get Dramamine when you're in the States. I think it's like the same thing, but like more like stronger, I guess. I'm going to start applying my Dermablend Smooth Liquid Camo Concealer underneath my eyes. I really wish they had this in a lighter shade. This is the shade Fair, and it's the lightest one they make, but it's really not that light. So I think I'm gonna pick up another concealer before the trip. You can see it's like not that light, especially in comparison to my skin tone. So it doesn't really give the brightening effect that I want, but it is a really nice formula. I'm kind of bummed out that they don't have a lighter shade. But anyways, the cruise dock's out of Miami, so we're flying in. We're actually flying in a day early though to go to the Everglades, which is really cool. Every time I hear about the Everglades, I think of Dexter, honestly. Then the cruise is a week long. It goes to Jamaica, Grand Cayman, Cozumel, and then Nassau, Bahamas, and it's going to be so much fun. James has never been on any kind of like tropical vacation. Like, he's never even been to like Mexico, which is crazy, so I think he's really going to like it. It's going to be so nice too to escape the cold, because February is such a cold month here, so to get away for a couple weeks, it's going to be like so nice. I'm just going to set that with my NYX contour kit on my Sigma Kabuki hair on it. That's really nice. I'm gonna hopefully try and like hit up some drugstores while I'm in the States. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to an Ulta since we are traveling with James's family and everything. They're gonna be kind of in charge of what we're doing when we're actually in Miami for a day or so. So I don't know. I'm hoping there's gonna be like a drugstore, like a Rite Aid or something really close to our hotel before we actually board the boat, so I can check out some American makeup and stuff we can't find here in Canada. Now I'm just setting my other eye with the NYX contour kit. You can see it's like nice and concealed, but it's not like any lighter than the rest of my face really, which I'm not a huge fan of. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my lids and do my brows really quickly off camera, and I will be right back. So brows are on now, obviously. I thought I would talk to you guys while I do a little bit of brow gel, but I also wanted to mention I have recently switched up my brow pencil. Whoops, as I drop it. I've been using the Benefit Precisely My Brow in the medium, kind of like slightly warmer shade, and I've really been liking this for my trip to the mountains. Actually, I packed like a regular full makeup bag because I usually wear CC cream when I'm out there, but this week, literally, aside from the night we went out for dinner with my mom, I only wore my Estee Edit Pore Vanishing Stick and then the Benefit Brow Pencil and Gimme Brow. That's like all I wore for makeup. I was like, why did I actually bother packing a makeup bag? It was so pointless. This color actually matches my hair really well right now because it's not as warm as my other products. And people always give me a hard time for using warm brow products, but I just cannot stand the look of like ashy cool toned brows with red hair. My hair is pretty faded right now. I'm actually going to be dyeing it again really soon and like freshening up the red probably sometime within the next couple of days, so my hair will be different very soon. Well, I better set my face too. I almost forgot. I'm just going to use the RCMA No Color Powder. I just literally like tap a little bit right onto my brush. A couple people have asked me like how I apply it because the packaging on it kind of sucks. I'm just going to pretty generously powder my face because once again my skin is oily again now, and I did already set my lids with this as well. For those of you guys who haven't watched my vlogs, in my beauty room we also have two of our reptiles, and my skink is literally just like sitting there watching me right now. She's like halfway out of her house just like staring at me. So funny. She's so cute. I love her. All right, I'm gonna zoom you guys in and we're gonna get started with the eyes. Okay, so I've only actually used the Sweet Peach palette once so far, but so far I'm really liking it. The shade selection is definitely up my alley. We've got like peachy pinks, purples, a nice green, some warm neutrals. It's definitely my kind of eyeshadow palette. I don't know what I'm going to do today though. I'm thinking probably use some of the purples and the more pinky kind of shades. I'm gonna start off with peaches and cream just as a transition. This looks like it'd be really light, but I used it the other day when I tried this palette, and it shows up pretty well in the crease. Anyways, back to the trip. So we're going on the cruise for 1 week, and then, okay, something about me, and if you follow me on Twitter, you already knew this, but I have been wanting to go to Disney World for the longest time. Like, I remember when I was like 17, me and my friend kind of like were talking about going and like thinking about planning a trip, but long story short, it fell through. And I've just been dying to go ever since then. Like, I've always wanted to go. I've never been to Disneyland or Disney World in the States. I have been to Disneyland Paris twice actually, but never like the kind of more authentic American Disney parks. And I have been bugging James about it for literally like the entirety of our relationship, but he went when he was 14 and he's kind of like, like, no, that's for kids kind of. I'm like, no, it's not. Disney would be so much more fun as an adult. Now I'm gonna mix together candied peach and puree on a smaller brush and start adding this to my crease. But anyways, we were like, we're already going to be in Florida, like we're going to be in Miami, which is just like a few hours away from Orlando. Why not go at the exact same time? So we like figured it all out and like booked it and everything. So immediately after the cruise, like the day we dock, a few hours later, we will be hopping on a shuttle that goes to Disney World, and we are going to be spending 4 days there. And I'm so excited because we're going to be able to do like a day in each one of the parks. I am of course a huge Disney fan. Who isn't? And this I feel like is just something I have been dreaming about for like years now, and I'm so excited. We are staying in one of the like Disney hotels on the property, but for those of you who are like seasoned Disney World experts, definitely share your tips and tricks. So many of you guys have been helping me out on Twitter and I really appreciate it. It's obviously like extremely soon, so we don't have a lot of time to plan, and like everything I read, people are like, make sure you really plan out your trip so you don't like miss the things you want, and I'm like, it's less than a month away, how am I going to plan? I'm gonna do a little bit of Too Faced glitter glue on my lids just to make my lid color really pop. I just take a little bit on my ring finger and just kind of like pat it onto my lids. Unfortunately, it's too close to the trip to get reservations to any of the like big, like really well-known restaurants. But yeah, any recommendations you guys have, like rides that shouldn't be missed, food, anything like that, definitely let me know. So for my lid, I am thinking I'm going to mix Peach Pit and then what's the shade here? Bellini. I used this shade on my lids the other day and I loved it. But yeah, I'm gonna mix these two and just start packing this on. Ooh, that's darker than I was expecting, but that's okay. The peach scent is a little bit overwhelming. I'm not going to lie. Like, when I was wearing these products the other day, I wasn't like smelling them throughout the day, but like having the palette here open in front of me, it's like a little bit much, but it's not that bad. I'm not someone who's like super sensitive to scent, but if you are, it's definitely something you'd want to keep in mind. I did way too much of the lighter shade on this lid. It's like so uneven now, and I am getting fallout, as you can see. I'll have to clean that up after. I'm gonna kind of go in and blend out those edges because it's a little bit messy the way I applied it right now. I'm gonna kind of flick off that fallout. I'm gonna have to reset my eye area. So I cleaned up that fallout to the best of my ability. It definitely looks a lot better now, and I'm gonna have to clean up the edges of the shadow just like I always do. But so far, so good. It's a little bit kind of patchy on the edges there just from the glitter glue. That's my bad though. That's not a problem with the eyeshadows. And I'm gonna go back in with Candied Peach and try to add a little bit more of this to the crease because I want it to be a little bit more pink looking. So last week James and I had to go get new passport photos taken because my passport has been expired for a very long time, and then James's family, all of their passports expire like in June, I think, so they had to get new ones because you're not supposed to use a passport that expires within like 6 months or whatever. So we went and got our passports taken. I'll insert my passport photo picture here. You guys were so nice about it on Twitter. So many people were like, that's the best passport photo I've ever seen. I was like, oh my god. I think for my lower lash line I'm going to use Candied Peach and Puree once again. Just mix those together and just kind of smudge a little bit of that on. I never used to do anything on my lower lash line, and I honestly don't know what I was thinking. It makes the biggest difference. Like, my eye is so much more defined. A lot of people ask me why I don't use mascara on my lower lash line. It's mostly because my eyes are so sensitive. It really bothers me having it there, but it also makes my eyes look so much smaller than they already are. Like, I already have teensy little eyes. I don't need to be making them look smaller. I'm actually looking into getting my lashes like permed and tinted for the trip because I feel like that'd be really nice for like swimming and everything, to still have like a little bit of curl to my lashes. I'm just gonna kind of soften and clean up that lower lash line now. But yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of on like a no buy for this month, trying to save money for the trips and everything, because obviously I want a lot of money to spend in like Disney and everything, and like with activities for the cruise and everything and the docks. I'm gonna quickly use the shade White Peach just to kind of like clean this up and make it a little bit more even. I'm not gonna show that part because it's kind of boring. So I just went ahead and did my mascara off camera too, because once again, that's just boring stuff, but I used the Butter London Iconoclast. I like how it turned out. I was expecting a little bit more vibrant kind of colors. I do really like how it turned out. It's giving me like muted sunset vibes, like a sunset eye look, but not like super bright. I like it. I think it looks good though, but let's zoom out and do the face. What is going on with my hair here? Do you guys see that? I'm going to really lightly bronze up the outer edges of my face with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I bought the Beautylish Lucky Bag. For you guys who've never heard of it, Beautylish comes out with like a mystery goodie bag of makeup. It comes out on Boxing Day every year, I believe. It's like $75 US, but it's like, I think $150 value minimum. So I did that. I'm going to be doing an unboxing soon. I know people who live in the States have already started getting theirs and doing videos, so hopefully mine doesn't take a million years to come. But that was kind of my like last splurgy purchase before starting my no buy for this month. And aside from that, I'm only allowing myself to buy things that are like for the trip. Like I need new shorts, and I did order some Disney things on Etsy. Like I ordered this really cute pink Minnie Mouse sweater, and also these like beautiful holographic rose gold mini ears. And I think I will probably end up vlogging the trip, so you guys will for sure see those. I love this bronzer though. You can just kind of like go ham with it, and like it never looks overdone. Like, I'm obviously being very sloppy with it, but I think it ends up looking fine no matter what. Now I'm going to quickly contour with Anastasia Fawn. And while I do this, I should probably update you guys on the puppy situation, because those of you who don't follow me on Twitter or Snapchat won't know what's going on with that whole situation. So I did officially have to say no to the dog, the puppy that was kind of like on hold for us. I had to say no to, which was definitely very upsetting and a very hard decision to make, but obviously it just was not the right timing. Being in the mountains for a week kind of like made me feel a little bit better about it, because I was like with James and my mom 24/7 and our dog, but now that I'm home, I'm honestly a lot more sad about it. I've definitely had some very glum blue days because of it, because I am like just extremely lonely being at home by myself all day. Like James is at work, I'm here alone. I don't even have Periwinkle right now because Periwinkle, We had to take him back to my mom's house when we were gone for the week, and now since we're going on vacation so soon again, he's just going to stay there until like basically the end of February. So I'm just like here with my reptiles, which I love, but they're obviously not the most like interactive like companion type pets. Chloe is still staring at me, by the way. I'm just gonna blend out the edges of my bronzer and contour. But yeah, I just wanted to update on that. You guys have been super sweet and been leaving me comments like, oh, I hope you get your puppy and everything. It's not happening, unfortunately, but life moves on. I'm just really like craving that companionship right now though, which is making me like the most sad about it basically. As for the whole moving thing, that's still kind of just all up in the air. James and I haven't really talked about it because I don't think either of us really want to. I think we're kind of putting it off because it's really stressful. We haven't talked to our landlords like since, like we haven't talked to them in person since everything that went on. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, it was in my like last Vlogmas vlog. But let's go ahead and do blush. I dug out my old Too Faced Papa Don't Peach to compare. Those of you who don't know, this is my favorite blush of all time, so when they came out with the new one I was really excited. I don't know if they're like the exact same formula. They do look very similar. I'm just kind of like expecting this to be different for some reason, but let's go ahead and try it. Even if it's not the exact same, I'm excited to have something like really similar again because I just love the original blush so much. I feel like this is like slightly more pink than the original. You guys know I love my Too Faced blushes regardless though, even if it's not going to be the exact same. I did already try the blush from the Sweet Peach Glow palette, and this one I will say seems a little bit more pigmented. Okay, I actually really like it. Like, whew, finally have my Papa Don't Peach back in my life. Obviously, I do still have this one, but I don't use it because I didn't want to run out. Yay, I'm so happy. I don't know if it'll show on camera, but it gives like a really nice, soft kind of glow and highlighted effect. Ooh, I love it. For my highlight, I'm going to use the pinky shade from the Sweet Peach Glow palette on my favorite Luxie highlighting brush. My discount code for Luxie will be down below as always. This highlight's a little bit more subtle as well, but I did really like it. It's actually what I'm wearing in my passport photo, and I feel like it looks really good. I was reading the kind of like suggestions and rules and everything on like the photo studio's website for passport photos, and they said if you come in wearing lipstick, they'll make you remove it, which is kind of weird. I feel like lipstick is like the thing in makeup that like transforms your face the least. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of a silly rule, but I guess they don't want you wearing like bright red lipstick in your passport picture. And I did go in without lipstick on, but I'm thinking if I were like a light nude, would they have made me remove it? And finally for lips, I'm going to line with my NYX Nude Pink Liner. One thing I hate, I used to wear my hair in a side part for literally years, so my hair was like trained to go into a side part now. Now it like automatically goes into a middle part, but you can always like see my part. Even if I pull my hair up in a ponytail, you can see that parting, and it drives me crazy. I wasn't going to fill in my lips, but I just decided I am because I don't know how the lip oil is gonna look if I don't. So of course I'm also using one of the creamy peach oil lip glosses from Too Faced. This is the shade Papa Don't Peach. Once again, lip oils are not for everyone. Like if you love like intense color, like liquid lipsticks and everything, you probably won't like these. But I am personally a huge fan of lip oils. So I was super excited to see that one of my favorite brands came out with like a perfect range of them. If you guys want to see like a full review and lip swatch on the collection, let me know. I've been reaching for these a lot and I'm pleasantly surprised with how much pigment they have. And they are nice even without a lip liner underneath them. I just wanted that extra kind of definition since I am obviously filming today. So that is the finished look. Obviously I fixed my hair, changed out my makeup shirt, put on my jewelry and everything, but I really like how this makeup look turned out. I know people have had very mixed feelings about the Sweet Peach collection, but for me personally, I'm really enjoying it so far. I know I will be taking these products on my trip with me as well, and these products are just really up my alley in general. With the color palette and everything, I so far don't really have any complaints about the products at all. Once again, if you want to see any more videos, like maybe once I've tried the Sweet Peach palette for a little bit, I could do a video with like a few different eye looks using it like I did for the chocolate shop set. But huge thank you to everyone who has gotten this far in the video. I really enjoyed just like sitting down and chatting with you guys, and I know I personally love watching these videos like when I'm getting ready in the morning because it just feels like you're like sitting down chatting with a friend. But that's going to be it for today's video. Pray for me this week, you guys. It's supposed to be -40 as low as -56 with the wind chill. I feel like that's like the most Canadian thing ever. It's like, yeah, it's gonna be -56 with the wind chill, eh? Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Go follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. I am at SARI Rihanna on all three, and hit that subscribe button down below if you are new here, but I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye guys.